Welcome back, Indie Game Fanatics, to our continuing Let's Play of the Bloodline. We're picking up right where we left off. We just arrived at the capital of Lonland, and we are going to go see if we can chat with the king. I don't know about this, like...
I shouldn't spend too much gold today.
Is this where I'm supposed to play the hymn, Weightless Hymn, spell song? I haven't been able to do that. Where is it again? The Weightless Hymn? It's this one.
Interesting.
I should pick up that potion for sleeping gold.
But this doesn't do anything for him. See, doesn't work. That quest is a disappointment. Up and out, Alistair. I'm to meet with the king. Rorik Goldvein. What a last name, Goldvein. King Rorik sits confidently upon the cavern throne. He glances your direction, his expression unchanging. A stranger, unbidden, in my hall. He doesn't rise, his gaze steady but disinterested. I don't recall summoning you, nor do I have time to entertain every traveler who fancies themselves important enough to darken my door. State your business quickly, or see yourself out. My king, I bring urgent news regarding the firstborn heralds. Rorik's eyes flicker with recognition at the name. His relaxed posture stiffens, and his hand instinctively brushes the hilt of his ceremonial axe resting beside his throne. The heralds? What do you know of them? Who are you? So they are the cause of all the commotion in Askil, eh? And they want to bring back the Unforgiven? Gah! He leans back in his throne, stroking his beard. The heralds have been a spear in my side. At first they seemed like a small band of crazed lunatics. They've no doubt grown in size these past few months. I had a spy infiltrate their ranks, but he has gone silent. He was set up in Durnhal and providing steady information until that damn snowstorm blew in. Aye, and a big one at that. It seems the spire at the Pale Pass isn't able to hold this one back. As soon as the storm shows signs of subsiding, I'm sending rune workers to investigate the spire. Room fades, a vision flashes into your mind. A city burning. Men and women strung to pyres and being immolated in the streets. Then you see the spire the king speaks of. The firstborn control the spire. Your body jerks as the vision fades, and you find yourself back in the throne room. Sweat drips down your brow, and the room feels suffocating despite the chill air. King Rorik stares at you, his sharp eyes narrowing as he leans forward, gripping the armrests of his throne. What in Alden's name just happened to you? Rorik's expression hardens, his knuckles whitening as his hands grip the throne. This is no longer a game of zealots playing with fire. This is an open act of war. He stands abruptly, the ceremonial axe at his side clanging against the stone as he paces the room. He turns sharply to one of his guards. Send word to the outposts. I want every warrior prepared to march on my command. No mountain, no pass, no ruin is to fall under their cursed hands. Turning back to you, his expression fierce, Rorik points at you, his voice like steel. You've seen what I cannot, Harbinger. I'll not waste the insights you've brought me, and Lowland will forever be in your debt if these visions are true. I need more than soldiers if we're to stand against the heralds and the Unforgiven. I need a demigod. Will you stand with us to burn out this infection before it spreads? I'm with you, sire. Rorik extends his arm, not for a simple handshake, but for a warrior's clasp. A dwarven gesture of trust and mutual respect. His forearm, thick and scarred from years of labor and battle, is adorned with faintly glowing runes etching into his bracers. I must ask you to travel to the spire at the Pale Pass. If we can reclaim the spire, we can quell the storm that covers Durnhal. Understood, my lord. Alright. We have a quest. Tokyo. I've got a cat in my lap. In the ass cat. Alright. Stop headbutting my arm. Alright, so what is the spire in the Pale Pass? That's not working. There we go. So I have to mount, click, click, then I can speed up. Seems to be how I can get it to work properly. Alright. Where is the spire? Also, let's put my helmet back on. You know, the good one. Also, I'm gonna throw my better weapon. I like the idea of the enchanted weapon, but it's just burning my mana pool. There we go. What's weird is I don't see a objective here yet. I don't know if it's a distance issue or what. I'm gonna have to figure that out. I've talked to this statue before. I don't think I've been in here yet. Sorry, trying to figure out what the hell this cat's doing. Oh. Wanna mess with me? Oh. Where are all these goblins coming from? Why are there so many of them showing up? A lot of good booze here, though. Huh. NYX. That's a first. I've seen that kind of lock. There's basically nothing in here, too. Wonder why it was locked. Alright, so that entrance is gated. We're gonna have to figure out how to open that, because I see a book down there, which means there's a skill. Actually, that might not even be a book. It looks like a box of some kind. Ooh, weapon parts. Triggers. Ah, for making flintlock. Dwarven metal. Interesting. Got it. That was the lock, right? Yep, lock's down. There's gotta be another lock somewhere then. That was another magic lock. Is there another magic lock in here somehow? Not that I can see. Probably in here. Herald's Blight. Hey, we finally got a star. But where is this last lock? There was one down here. There was one in that hidden spot. We unlocked this door here. Can I see one through here? No. It's considered blood magic? Interesting. Maybe upstairs? So that's where the lock was. No, because this is the entrance. I feel like it should be obvious. If anybody knows where this lock is located, feel free to let me know where this missing lock is. I don't see it anywhere in here. So we're gonna have to leave it be for now in here. Don't know where the last lock is. Cool place though in there. Okay, so it looks like the missing spire I'm looking for is here. The Herald's Blight. Which was actually almost directly above where we started. So no wonder why I couldn't see the star. We were down there. Uh-oh. I see pyres. Overcharged Sigil. This amulet increases your maximum mana but stops natural mana regeneration. Huh. I don't see how that would be good. I guess if you just needed more mana for a specific spell. Uh-oh. Who the hell is this? So the Harbinger has finally decided to make an appearance. The one destined to prepare for the Unforgiven's return. To shield the world from their wrath, tell me, Harbinger, how does it feel to cling so desperately to a losing battle? Who are you? Spreads his arms wide, gesturing toward the corrupted beacon and the howling storm outside, seemingly disregarding your question. Look around. The storm bends to me. The flames obey my will. While you scurry about whispering hollow warnings and weaving false hope, we heralds act. We do not wait for destiny. We seize it, we shape it, we burn it into the very stones of this world. And you, Harbinger, you still believe in your mission? That you can stave off the inevitable? The Unforgiven are not a curse to be contained. They are a gift, a power meant to be embraced. You and your kind cower in fear of their return, but we clasp his fists, igniting the pyres around the room. I am Morak Ashwarden, lieutenant of the firstborn heralds of the pyre. And when the Unforgiven come, we will stand at their side while the rest of you are consumed in glorious ash. I'll cut you down and cleanse this spire. I am no fool, Harbinger. I know how this game is played. A fight with you here and now is too risky. This tower has served its purpose. Face my brothers and sisters, Harbinger. Let's see if you're truly as destined as you claim to be. Herald cultists emerge from the burning pyres, weapons at the ready. Morak suddenly bursts into flame, his figure dissolving into ash. What the... Man, how many of these guys are there? I think... Oh, nope. Wait, is that all of them? No, it is not. There we go. Jeez, these guys were hard to kill. Anything left in here? Nope. Alright, now we gotta travel to Durnhal. Whoa, 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 whoa. this was not expected. What do we got here, though? One of them. One of them. Man, this place is wrecked. Damn shame. Rude. Good thing this helmet regens me so easily. Whoa, what is this guy? Guy seemed pretty tough. Oh, we found a survivor. He approached the dwarf, who just climbed out of the rubble behind him. Despite being burnt badly, he pulls his axe from his back, ready to fight. Where are they, those bastards? Don't worry, I took care of them. And how do I know you're not with them? They were all human as well. Do I look like them? Out of breath. Lowers his axe and adjusts his helm. No, you don't. You're not burnt to hell like they are. What happened here? We were forced to stay inside due to the storm, could barely open the doors because of the wind and snow. We were told to build pyres to help those who needed to travel between buildings, so they wouldn't freeze to death or get turned around and lost. I just finished my shift of maintaining the pyres when I heard explosions. I ran outside and saw people bursting from the flames, cutting down all in their path. I rushed inside to get my axe and armor. By the time I was ready, the exit was already ablaze. Outside, I heard screams. God, the screams. There must be other survivors. Please find them. I'll find them. Alright, so I actually need to look around so I can find the survivors. They took them. They burned everyone else. They took who? The High Thane. We tried our best. There were too many of them, and the flames were too great. Tell me more. It was the damned heralds. They burst from the pyres ready to fight. They set everything ablaze, even themselves. When we wounded one, they would reach into the air and immolate themselves. Gods, it was horrible. I heard one of the heralds shout, "The Ash Warden is here." They kneeled to him as he approached the High Thane Morgrun. Morgrun fought with valor. He managed to strike at the herald bastard across the shoulder. In his follow-up strike, the Ash Warden caught his axe, setting it ablaze and shattering it. Defenseless, Morgrun was knocked unconscious and dragged into the same smoking pyre that the Ash Warden came from. Soon after that, the storm outside subsided. I managed to get out of the High Thane's longhouse before it began to collapse. Thank you for the information. Alright, there's another survivor somewhere. Alright, down there. All brick rock shield. It's all gone. They're all dead. Everyone is dead. Can you tell me what happened? Seemingly in shock still, the dwarf can barely speak. They burned them. All my friends. Dragged them out, threw them into the pyres. Those who fought back were tied to stakes and burned. I tried to save as many as I could, but it wasn't enough. There are more survivors? A lucky few, yes. Those who wanted to wait out the storm, but by the warmth of my forge stayed here with me. At first, it was quiet. Quite a bit of fun, drinking, laughing, storytelling. A couple days passed and the storm persisted. We needed to make supply runs between buildings to ensure we were all fed and happy. It was working out well until we created pyres to make traveling between buildings easier. There were explosions, the heralds came from the pyres. I saw them, they slaughtered everyone they came across. Some of the heralds would even set their own men ablaze. I rushed inside and barricaded the door. I funneled everyone who was inside through an old underground passage that's below my forge. It's a long passage that leads well outside the city. I told them to go through the passage and head for Durnhal as soon as they can't come out at the other end. How many people went into the tunnel? About a dozen, I'd say. I tried to get more, but the heralds were already burning their way in. I had to close the passage and fight for my life. I killed one of the bastards as he came in. I was ready to charge out and help fight the rest of them, but everyone else was dead. There were dozens of heralds. I wouldn't have stood a chance, so I hid. You did all you could. I tried my best, but it wasn't enough. You saved many lives. They should be in Durnhal by now, or getting close at the very least. Please, you must see if they're alive. They will need help. I'll see what I can do. Alright. So we got a report to King Rorick, but I want to go see if we can find the survivors. And these cultists are tough. What remains? Alright, guys. I'm going to call this one here. Next time, we're going to continue with doing What Remains and the Herald's Blight. These cultists are damn good. But we're going to see if we can stop them. But that's going to be it for this one, guys. Hope you all have enjoyed. And I will see you again next time.